Ever since gaming became a thing, there has been a social stigma that gamers are fat, sweaty men living in their mom's basements. Hello everyone, my name is Dustin Weekly. Welcome to the Gamer Game Show and a new Docu video where we will tackle the question, are gamers still nerds? But first, if you want to keep updated on when new videos come out, scroll below this video real quick and click that notification bell thingy. Thank you, and on with the video. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at what a nerd is first of all. According to dictionary.com, a nerd is a person considered to be socially awkward, boring, unstylish, etc., or an intelligent but single-minded person obsessed with a non-social hobby or pursuit. Example, a computer nerd. Dictionary.com actually has the phrase, a computer nerd, as their example. That's insane to me, but it only proves the point of what society views as a quote-unquote nerd. A brief history on the word nerd. The word comes from the word geek, which was popularized in the 1950s. However, when video games started to become a thing that people knew about, the term nerd was slowly coming into our language. Coincidence? Well, maybe, but I don't think so. Video games back then were extremely simple games that you needed to be pretty intelligent in order to just play on the device that it was on. So, if you knew how to work one of these machines, you pretty much fit the definition of a nerd like a puzzle piece. However, as time went on, especially in the 80s and 90s, we were able to play games on simpler home computers that you didn't need a master's in electronic science to play on. That being said, they were pretty bulky and hot machines that you could definitely actually get sweaty and fat sitting in front of, depending on the amount of time that you spent playing on it. And if you owned a computer back then, chances were you spent quite a bit of money on it, so those who bought them for gaming were on them a good percentage of their day. I mean, if you're going to spend that kind of money, then you kind of want to get your money's worth, right? So, obviously, serious gamers back then were, for the most part, a spitting image of your stereotypical nerd. It was hard to shake that image when you're surrounded by a society that doesn't exactly understand what a computer gaming system is yet. And what do we humans do when we don't understand something? Well, we either make fun of it, or we just blow it up. Now, moving from the late 90s to the early 2000s, we saw our first real esports events. In 1997, one of the first esports events came around, called the Red Annihilation Tournament, which was a multiplayer Quake tournament that drew around a crowd of 2,000 people. After this, it really took off, and just a few years down the road, some of the first esports leagues were formed, and huge cash prizes were being given out to winners. This was great for the gaming community. But only the gaming community. People from the outside still thought this was stupid, and it was just a bunch of sweaty nerds gathering together to watch a person play video games. How stupid is watching people play video games? Am I right? Wow, what a segue. On February 14th, 2005, this great website, YouTube.com, was founded, giving way to nerds to express what they were really passionate about. Well, I mean, mostly cat videos and boobs at first, but, you know, also that first thing. By 2012, a guy named Felix Schellberg was making gaming videos out of a crappy flat in Sweden where you could simply watch him play video games. 2012 was the year his channel exploded and made way for other gaming nerds to put themselves out there on the internet. Believe it or not, this helped out the image of gamers a lot. With so many nerds putting their faces out on the internet for entertainment, the populace could still say, yeah, that's stupid and a waste of time, which most did at first, but it showed, hey, us gamers are pretty creative, funny, and honestly, not bad-looking people. It's now 2016, and as a gamer myself, I'm no longer embarrassed to talk about my 40-hour playthrough on Final Fantasy 15, or how all weekend all I did was drink beer with my boys and play Madden. The stigma is pretty much well gone, not completely, but it is pretty much all the way gone by this point. I go to college, and in the student union on campus, there are students who get made fun of from a distance because they're playing League or WoW on their laptop between classes. And no, that's not good, but can you imagine the ridicule they would have received in 2001? A lot of times people will even walk over to them and ask what they're playing and how they beat a particular dungeon or something. So, are gamers still nerds? Well, no, I don't think so. According to the dictionary definitions, we're no longer socially awkward since we're willing to put ourselves on the internet and talk to our viewers. And yes, we are technically obsessed with a hobby, but it's no longer non-social. People play with their friends all the time now. I've seen Game of Thrones Netflix bingers who fit the description of nerd better than us gamers. So my final opinion is, No, ladies and gentlemen, we are not nerds. We are a community. ESPN has even accepted esports as an actual sport. So we have definitely broken that stigma. Now, there will definitely always be ignorant people out there who won't look at all that we've done in society as gamers, but you can't change that. But after looking at the evolution of what our predecessors had to go through, I'd say we've done pretty well for ourselves, and I think there's a little bit of pride in that. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed learning while I put this video together, so please share your thoughts and comments down below. Drop a like and subscribe if you want to help this channel grow, and don't forget to turn on notifications if you want to see more videos like this in your feed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time here on the Gamer Game Show.